Hello, statistics students. This is section 5.3, part 3. This is the third video of this lesson, and this should be it because we are on the last page of this lesson. So here we go. We left off on example 5. Scores for the California Peace Officer Standards and Training Test are normally distributed with a mean of 50. All right, we're going to need that, mean of 50. Since it's a mean of 50 and not 0, this is normal, not standard normal, so we're not using the letter Z, we're using the letter X, and a standard deviation of 10. An agency will only hire applicants with scores in the top 10%. So here's my curve. And the top 10% is shaded. That's the top 10%. What is the lowest score an applicant can earn? So what's this score that I can earn and still be eligible to be hired in the agency? So what's the lowest score that I can get and still be in the top 10%? And I'm going to now use the letter X, remember, not Z, because the mean is not 0. We now have a mean of 50. Now, be careful. This is shaded to the right. Whenever it's shaded to the right, you have what's called a critical value. When you have a critical value, you got to do 1 minus, that is a decimal. 10% is a decimal, is 0.10, and 1 minus 0.10 is 0.9. Now you go to your calculator. Here we go. Go to second dister, number 3. My area is 0.9. My mean is not 0. My mean is 50 according to the word problem. And the standard deviation given in the word problem is 10. We always keep the tail to the left. We hit paste, we hit enter. And the score that I need to get on that test to be in the top 10% of the class is a 62.8. I would have to get a 62.8 on the test. Depending upon how my math lab wants it, they might want a whole number, which might be a 63. But in order to be in the top 10% of my class, I would need to get either a 62.8 rounded to a 63 to stay in the top 10%. And that's how you do that problem. All right, here we go. Example 6. A researcher tests the braking distances of several cars. The braking distance from 60 miles per hour to a complete stop on dry pavement is measured in feet. The braking distance of a sample of cars are normally distributed with a mean of 129 and a standard deviation of 5.18. What is the longest braking distance one of these cars could have and still be in the bottom 1%? Bottom 1%. Here's the bottom of the curve, and I want to be in the bottom 1%. What is that braking distance that keeps me in the bottom 1%? Is this a critical value? No, this is not a critical value because this one is shaded to the left. When it's shaded to the left, you just go right to your calculator, second dister, number 3, 1%. How do we write 1% as a decimal? You move it over 2 places, fill in the bump with a 0, so that's equal to 0.01. So the area is 0.01. The mean given in the word problem is 129. The standard deviation is 5.18. We know it's to the left. We hit paste. We hit enter. And the answer is, does it say what it rounds to? Nope. So it's about 116.9 feet. Again, if my math lab wants that as a whole number, you would say that's about 117 feet. Third problem. In a randomly selected sample of women ages 20 to 34, the mean total cholesterol level is 179 milligrams per deciliter with a standard deviation of 38.9 milligrams per deciliter. Assume the total cholesterol levels are normally distributed. Find the highest total cholesterol level a woman in this 20 to 34 age group can have and still be in the bottom 1%. Again, I'm in the bottom 1%. So 1% is shaded at the bottom. Again, we're going to the left. Again, 1% is equal to 0.01. So pick up your calculator. Go to second dister number 3. It's still 0.01, but now my mean is 179 based on the word problem. Wrong thing. 179, and the standard deviation is 38.9. We keep it to the left. We hit enter, and your answer is 88.5. So X equals 88.5 is her cholesterol level, and that would be milligrams per deciliter. And the last problem of the packet, the length of times of employees have worked at a corporation are normally distributed with a mean of 11.2 years and a standard deviation of 2.1 years. And a company cutback, the lowest 10% in seniority are laid off. The lowest 10%. So here's my curve, but now I have the lowest 10%. 10%, move it over 2 places, equal to 0.10. This is not critical because it's shaded to the left. So I go to my calculator and I'm going to go to second dister. I'm going to go to number 3. My area is not 0.01, it's 0.10. The mean is 11.2. The standard deviation is 2.1. Keep it to the left, hit enter, and X equals 8.5 years. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is section 5.3. Thank you so much. At this time, I'm going to remind you to do your homework. Again, do your homework on my math lab. Thank you for watching these 3 videos. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope that it's helping you to learn the material. Again, if you have any questions, please email me, and I will see you next time when we will be covering section 5.4. I want all of you to please stay safe and please stay healthy. I miss all of you. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and do your homework. Take care. Bye.